To be precisely, I barely made 35K to 60, 70 maximum during the time of Diwali or something, 60, 70, because I've never run ads. I have no idea about it.
Where you have gotten the highest revenue, be it from your ads and the renewals from the ads total?
I started with making 1 lakh and then gradually 1.5 and then 2. So with that one thing in my mind that NRIs are waiting for me and business हर किसी को करना है. So I wanted to create an authentic business. And yes, I have created it.
Hello everyone. So we have today with us Bharti, another brilliant TGO heroes from the TGO X Elite program, and we're really glad to have you, Bharti, on this podcast today.
Thank you so much for having me here.
So, but the idea of this podcast is that there are a lot of people who are trying to go online. They either have amazing expertise in fitness, or throughout their childhood they always dreamt of doing that, but somewhere along the way, they could not perhaps make that their full-time gig, or in some cases they did start off monetizing their fitness skills, but kind of are not able to make the kind of money that they thought they would, right? So the idea of this podcast is that we want to make, probably through you, I will try to extract that roadmap that helped you to go from where you were to, the revenue numbers that you're doing today. So before we get started, for anybody who does not know who Bharti is, so could you just give you a quick introduction for yourself, Bharti?
Sure. I'm a founder of Breathe the Yoga Life. I am an international yoga trainer, primarily focusing on prenatal yoga, teaching moms to be moms across the world and giving them the kind of pregnancy that they should be witnessing it, with a mission to be giving them the pregnancy, the joyful pregnancy, because this is a very sensitive phase of their lives. So, yeah.
That's amazing. So how did this concept come about for you, right? What made you feel that, okay, I think this is an area of expertise that I can actually hone in and get into?
My own pregnancy journey. Back in those days, 19 years back, we did not have that kind of awareness about yoga. I come from a very small town, which is Nasik. And so forget about prenatal yoga. So it was a tough journey for me, and I wish now that somebody could have just told me to do cat and cow, just for your back stiffness, to release the back stiffness. I think would have really helped me. So my own pregnancy journey brought me here, that I think I would have been best able to connect with a woman in this form. And then how slowly, gradually, yoga came in picture, and then prenatal yoga came into the picture.
That's brilliant, Bhati, and especially because when you yourself face that problem firsthand, you actually saw a lot of gaps that people were not able to fulfill, right? So were you always doing yoga teaching and all of that stuff, or were you also having some other full-time gig along the way to make the living happen? So how was that like?
So I'm a former fashion designer. I'm a diploma degree holder in fashion designing and in fashion designer, yeah. And I was running a successful business from 8 years. But I don't know. I always wanted to become a fashion designer. Not that I am saying that because of some degree I had picked that up. I'm with my mom's a lot of sacrifices that I could literally gauge what I want to become post my HSC. I was not actually completely clear about my career, but then at that given point in time, fashion designing was something like, maybe my sketches got good or something. I was more involved in fashion. So I'm a former fashion designer, all right? And then it was a yoga calling after 8 long years. And this is how I started from the scratch, from the basic. When lockdown hit, I just did a generic yoga class as a student with somebody, and I just fell in love with the journey so much so that I inquired about the courses to become a teacher myself and started doing TTC courses, teacher training courses. And then finally, after levels, when I was a certified teacher in yoga, I started with a very small class of only one student with me. And gradually it expanded so much so that I had 30 students with me in one hall, big hall. And then it became more overwhelming sometimes to be going out and giving classes. So no matter how much big I will make in life, I know that I'm a very family oriented person and family comes to me first. So I'm a homemaker first. Then I could have been called myself as a professionally somebody, right? Because I've been changing professionals. So what do I say? So I say that I'm a homemaker first. So it became very overwhelming for me to be handling things at home and outside world also. So that's when then online thing hit so much so that I started searching for it. What next now? How do I do things online and how can I assure people that yoga is something that can be done online also, and I can figure out when I see you on a big screen that yes, your alignments are correct and you're doing things correctly. So it has its own challenges, but it's all about the mindset that you have. I think that given point in time is something that I want to do it online because it became overwhelming for me.
That's brilliant. That's brilliant to hear, Bharti. So, were you doing this in parallel? Like you had your fashion designing job and you were also doing this offline classes, or do you actually quit your fashion designing thing and then you were like all into the yoga training offline? So, how was that like?
Everything has its transition phase. From one relationship to the other also it has a smooth transition. So here also it had a transition. So yes, parallelly I was doing both. When I was training 30 students in a group of 30 students in a hall that I was doing it, I was doing fashion designing also because that was too demanding, the kind of work that I had given. And this also started having its own demand because morning I used to give my class and afternoon and evening I used to do my fashion. That became too much for me to be handling. So yes, I was doing parallelly, and then it came in life that I had to now decide one. Both were equally demanding for me. Now I had to see what brings me joy. At that given point in time, I said, now sit with your own self and see what is best for you. So I think where I could serve more and more people was yoga, that in a better way. Not that I was not doing great in my fashion designing also, but the joy that is bringing here, the respect that is bringing in this profession is outstanding. It's beautiful.
That's great. So then you went like, okay, now I've taken a decision that okay, I'm gonna be now impacting more lives, changing people's lives for the better with my yoga expertise. And then you were also in that mental battle that okay, I have to prioritize my family first, but I also want to change lives outside. And that's when your thought of going online and you started searching and everything, right? So what was the the first few challenges that you went across? What was the first big challenge that came? Because a lot of people think that offline I'm pretty much comfortable. I can make some money because I can influence people much better. People are ready to pay as well. They value offline more than online. So what were some of these challenges that you also overcame, and how was that transition from offline to online came about?
The thing is that a lot of people believe that offline classes would be working better. I'm talking about the client perspective here. Okay? That offline we will understand things much better. I'll be able to connect with the trainer better. But online it will not happen because will she or he be able to see me correctly? Will my alignments will be correctly corrected? Something like that on those lines, on terms. But it is not like that. In fact, it saves us our time and their time as well. Because wherever on online you are taking the classes. May I'm traveling today, I can take my class, right? And may the client is anywhere also can take the session there, right? So it basically saves time, efforts, energy, money, everything. So I think this is something where I found it in a way that I found it beneficial for me, to be saving time and efforts.
Amazing. So what was your next step then? You were right now taking offline classes and you're searching online, how do I take this business online, right? So what was that journey, and what was the first step that you took after that?
So Instagram, I was just, going through surfing things like how everyone does. And I came across your ad. I think you were doing a podcast with somebody. I'm sorry, I don't remember the other person's name, but I remember two things very clearly in my mind right now also. From you, I heard NRIs. NRIs are literally waiting for you to be paying you the kind of amount that you're looking at. All right. And from the other person, I heard धंधा हर किसी को करना है. That literally grabbed my attention, and see, I remember it today also. That reel of yours. मैंने कहा मैं तो सिंधी हूँ, मेरे तो खून में business है. I have to do this. So with that, I signed in, into the program to be at least, signed in for the call. Let me check how is it. I thought over it. I literally deeply went into on your page and saw stuff. And I came across a girl, Tarka Chandra. With her mom's reference, I just had heard about it. Honestly, I reached her also, and I said, I asked about y'all. But very honestly, I entered in this process with the doubt. And if today somebody is doubting y'all and still taking that step, I think this is the best thing. Because if I had a doubt and I entered it and I started seeing things so clearly, in my path, I think let people doubt and come. And let them be surprised to see that, oh wow, if I can do it, others can definitely. So with that one thing in my mind, that NRIs are waiting for me and business har kisi ko karna hai. So I wanted to create an authentic business. And yes, I have created one.
This is great. This is so good to hear that, that really clicked for you and you were able to, also take action. A lot of people, they just keep scrolling. They're like, oh, nice idea. मैं भी ऐसा कुछ कर सकती हूँ. And then they keep scrolling again, right? And they're back to doom scrolling and, busy in their lives. But you took that first step. That's amazing. So now you are inside the community, right? You're inside the program. Early days, you're still in doubt, right? So what are the things that were promised to you, right? Okay, this is how you would, and I'm not saying what the pitch was to you about what will be included, but how you took it as that, okay, these are my needs. And if somebody is able to help me, give me that, that's what I'm, here for. So what was your expectation when you just signed in?
So I remember Karuna told me that आपको माउंट एवरेस्ट चढ़ना है, हम आपको सारी चीजें देंगे, चढ़ना आपको ही है. That literally grabbed my attention and confidence that it brought to me that definitely करना तो मुझे ही है. So if somebody is providing me with all the tools to be just walking by yourself with your own feet, then why not take a chance? And then at that given point in time, I signed in, and whatever was promised to me was delivered to me without a doubt. I will only say that it will take time. It depends on how much efforts are you ready to put in. If you say that I can only give 1 hour, authentically give 1 hour without any distractions, and you see the results coming in for your own selves. So without a doubt, it was delivered to me the way it was said to me.
Brilliant. So what was the first month like with Inside It, right? What are the things that you did? And you were also managing your offline business at that time while still in the program, or did you leave your offline then?
I was just at a verge of leaving and doing my online sessions by myself as well, because I was actually collaborating with the other person. In other words, I would very honestly say that I was working for somebody and less of a collaboration. It's just the word that you actually use it, that, oh, you know what, I'm just collaborating with somebody. You are actually working probably for somebody and not even with somebody. So I was majorly doing online only, with, like I said, that working for somebody, and offline was something very few that I wanted to. Somebody literally needed me to be visiting their house for a particular, because I was giving yoga therapy at that point of time. So
Yeah.
a couple of sessions offline, but majorly online only.
Got it. So how was the first couple of months? Right? What are the challenges that came in while climbing that Mount Everest that you were told about, and your goal? Yeah.
It got me some time to fix in my account first of all. That was a major challenge, very honestly, Akshay.
Yeah.
That was a major challenge for me. It was nothing beyond that was any challenge. But once I got into it, I was very nervous and very excited at the same time to be running ads, first running ads in India. Then when it came to be running ads US, I was like butterflies in my stomach. How will I handle this? I've not done this like this, like talking to clients. But what helped me was my previously I was working with BPO and I've gone in a sales calls. I know how to handle sales calls, so that's what that saved me. And it was a cakewalk when I signed in my first US client, who was my second call, and my second call became my first client, and my first call became my second client. So back to back. Oh man, gee, I can't tell you that feeling of overwhelming and that excitement and that confidence. Oh my God, you got your US client. Like I just dreamt about it, and I got it. So I will never forget this feeling, that how I got into the running ads across the globe, and I'm doing so well in running ads in US and getting clients all by myself, solopreneur.
Yeah, and I still remember the school post where you put in this, and I was so excited and so happy to see Bharti crushing it, and fairly quick, right? And just into the system, and in couple of months perhaps you were already sitting with 2 clients and going about it, right? So what were
100%.
your deliverables to that client? What was your pitch to them? Was it like, what would you do? Was it completely live sessions, or how was that structure like?
See, everything was handholding. I had not done this before. I didn't know how to start. So the entire team, started taking my things under consideration. It's not with me as in only me. Definitely they are doing this with everyone. So
Yeah.
when my things came into picture, how am I supposed to be going on call? What should I be doing? So I made a list of every to-do list in the calls that I've gone with the team. So the to-do list. So the first thing, you have to introduce yourself. You have to be very, very courteous. Secondly, set a questionnaire to be asking them about your niche that you're going through, prenatal yoga, which is how to be taking, first thing, DMs come into the picture before you even go ahead with the call. When you get the DM, so from that, because I've never run ads, I have no idea about it, so what is the first step? Start questioning them about and keep them engaged in the conversation. Be active. So every little detail and every little thing was taken care of when you start doing something like this for the first time. So, and gradually, step by step, when it was taught to me and the scripts were delivered to me, everything was there. You just have to follow it the way it is asked you to do this. So when you do that, when you trust the process and enter into it and go with your mentor's words, I think at that point in time you start seeing the results.
Absolutely, and it's also about how you implement those things, because like you said, right, there are many coaches inside this program, but and everybody applies it in a different way, right? And it definitely worked for you in the right way, so I'm glad. So you got your first 2 clients now from the US, dream come true. So how was that delivery? How are you coaching them, and what were you offering them in return for the the money that they paid you for the program?
So my offerings also were structured by the team. What all should you include in the program? Because I had no clarity in that. The entire clarity was given to me that this supposed to be added in the program, because it should be value for money. It shouldn't be just because they are NRIs and they can pay and they will pay, and you want that money to be rolling consistently, right?
Yeah.
So are you authentically giving them that is value for their money? Because if you do not respect their money, you will not be able to respect your own money as well, right?
Yes.
So it's like that. So entire offerings also were structured, and I was given a good guidance on not only on the offerings, but how to build my Instagram. I can till date say that your followers will not probably give you business. Probably will not give you business if you have bare minimum 300, 400, 700 followers. They will not give you. They are not here to give you business. They are just to be, maybe entertained. एक नया story आया, एक नया reel आया. To be seeing that. The main business comes with the kind of ads that you run, but you have to build your profile in a way that the client, when they see your profile, they should be getting impressed, to be at least booking the call with you. So building the Instagram is very, very important. Followers does not matter.
That's again one of the big misconceptions that people have, that I will need to have a big following, otherwise I'm not gonna make money online, right? So are you delivering these coaching live, or are you providing them plans or videos? How does that coaching look like? Like if I want to sign up with you as a client and I'm in the US, so how do you train me online?
Great. So first of all, I would offer you to practice with my trainer. Now, once again, I would add here is that it again became so overwhelming for me to be how many clients will I be able to handle as a human being, if I'm taking care of my family, if I'm taking care of my everything else around, कितने कर पाऊंगी? 1 घंटा का session है, how much will I be able to deliver, right? So then I got to know that, oh my god, I can hire trainers now and start building it that ways. So because क्या होता है ना, if somebody wants to practice with me at 4 p.m. but then there are other clients also who want to practice at 4 p.m. One Bharti, how many to serve, right?
Yeah.
So I started hiring trainers again with that concept that came into mind from the team, that Bharti, you can do something like this as well. I said, wow. So see, one thing and then it starts piling up. The ideas start creating in your mind with that right now I was working for somebody as a trainer, and now I am someone who is going to be hiring trainers and doing the same process. Yes, it's a process, but you have to go through this. That's how it is. So I gradually started hiring trainers. So that 4 p.m. I am taking, 4 p.m. other is taking, 4:30 somebody else is taking, 5 somebody is taking. This is a usual thing that is there. US guys wants to work on practice yoga during this time. It is their end morning.
Yeah.
So that ways. So my business started building when I started hiring trainers and started giving them clients, giving them as in asking them to do trainings for me. Training those clients, seeing them how efficient they are. Everything is it's a process again. So this is how I started building up my business.
That's great. So you already have a team now. So how big is your team, and how are you managing all of them now?
For now, I have 8 trainers with me.
8?
8 trainers.
That's brilliant. And it's hardly been like less than a year, right? Since you've been inside the program.
Less than a year.
Yeah. That's amazing. How does it feel to be like now in a position where you're managing 8 trainers and working with these NRI clients? Do you sometimes need to pinch yourself that, okay, is this for real, and is this how quick I came here, or how do you see that overall?
It all came with the amount of efforts that I had given with somebody I was working 4 long years with the very, very less payment. Honestly, very less. To be precisely, I barely made 35k to 60, 70 maximum during the time of Diwali or something, 60, 70. Not more than that. Or giving my time, efforts, money in this kind of work and giving my energy authentically literally has brought me here to wherever I am today. Yes, I do pinch myself when I say, but I get the answer from within that because you have given this kind of time selflessly, and that's what it has brought you here.
Definitely. No, I'm sure that, no, building a body and building a business, right? It requires equal amount of support, and that's why people respect people who have both of those, right? So that's I can understand where you're coming from. So now a lot of people have another misconception that I thought about, right? That okay, now you've built a team also, right? Now you have salaries to give, and your entire business is completely online. It's dependent on ads, right? So ad becomes a crucial piece of your machine because that's where you're getting those inquiries, and that's where you get the opportunity to convert them into sales, right? So did you have any experience about meta ads and anything like that? Because people think that I need to be a meta ad specialist, and since I don't have any background in it, I will definitely not be able to run it myself, and perhaps I need to hire somebody to run it for me. So how did you approach that?
Zero knowledge about Meta. I didn't know what Meta is until I joined TGO, and I thought that अब तो मैं swimming pool में आ गई हूँ, अब तो मुझे हाथ पैर मारने ही पड़ेंगे. There is no other way out yet. It's important to pay. You don't expect anything for free, because when you pay, you know that this is your hard-earned money and you would want to get worth out of that. So when you pay and you come into the process, at that point in time, you yourself get that energy to perform. I did not know anything about Meta. I was helped to grow and learn with tutorials, with live calls that we go through, and the process. So zero knowledge about that.
And was it difficult to learn that? How much time did you give? Did you have to take notes 10 hours a day, studying like a college degree? How did that process go? Why I'm asking you, Bharti, is because a lot of people from the outside, right, they feel that this is all complicated stuff, right? It's stuff that requires a load of time, a load of money, lakhs of money burnt, all of that stuff. So what is your 2 cents on that?
I'm sure whosoever is joining is not a fresher. They are definitely doing something with somebody or doing something of their own which is giving them very less amount of money per month, and hence they want to do it. आप काम को, अपने पिछले काम को छोड़ नहीं सकते हैं, पर आपको कुछ ऐसा भी बिल्ड करना है जो आपको थोड़े ज्यादा पैसे देगा, थोड़ी सी लाइफ इजी करेगा. तो अगर आप अपने पिछले काम में इतना इन्वॉल्व हैं, एंड मे बी विथ योर प्रीवियस एम्प्लॉयर you are doing it because you have to do it because they have asked you to, with that kind of faces that you make, okay, I'll do it, and that time you don't mind giving that much time to it, which is not even giving you that kind of money, right? Then why would you mind giving some more time to your own business that is going to be creating a good revenue for you? So manage your time and give a little time here authentically without any distractions, and it will become easier for you. Yeah.
And how much time should anybody keep in mind? How much time did you take to run your first campaign from scratch?
I think 2 months.
2 months?
Because,
yeah.
Because I told you, as my accounts were goofed up.
Yeah.
Only because of that. Else it would have been even more easier for me, and I would have started doing this earlier. The pace was then slower down because then it was asking me to wait for a week, as in the Instagram process was asking me to wait for a week.
Yeah. Got it. But no big complication, tech problems and all that stuff that people are scared about.
No, not at all. There is nothing to be scared about. Just keep yourself open to learning new things, and I think then it becomes easier when you keep yourself to receptive mode. कि मुझे सीखना है कुछ. I'm ready to learn, whatever it is. Authentically stay there, and it becomes easier.
That's brilliant, Pati. Now, also in terms of the returns from the ads, right? So, if you could just give me raw numbers, as per your guesstimate, right? So, how much would you have spent on Meta ads so far, and what would be the return on that so far?
So I started with India ads. I started, and I started with 200 rupees per day.
Okay.
अभी आप एक हफ्ते का थोड़ा सा GST 18% GST लगा के जोड़ लो तो
$1,500 a week.
That's all. And in that you start getting good number of DMs. And then when you are confidently taking those calls, offering your program and converting those clients, which completely depends upon your knowledge, that you're going to be delivering it to them, and the confidence that you show, and the kind of Instagram profile which is already built helps you a lot to go on a sales call and convert that client. The client is converted, the money is yours. वो एक ही कॉल में आपका सारा पैसा तो निकल ही आया ना. So it's as easy as that. वो एक निकल गया आपका पैसा. अब बाकी के जो calls आप लोगे और when you start converting those calls, that's all your profit.
That's a very nice way to look at it. So currently, in the last couple of months, right, what has been your average or the highest month? Let's start with that, where you have gotten the highest revenue, be it from your ads and the renewals from the ads total.
I started with making 1 lakh, and then gradually 1.5, and then 2.
So 2 has been your highest so far that you have touched.
Yeah.
That's
and I've never seen this kind of money also in my account ever. So it brings me so much joy. क्योंकि मैंने जैसे कि बहुत clearly mention किया कि it was barely 35k to hitting 60 or 70k a month that I was doing. I was not doing bad, but I was not satisfied. But a kind of joy that this brings me, like money brings you joy, and be open about it. That yes, it's going to bring you joy. It brings me so much joy.
I'm sure, and that too, you doing it in a record time is even more sweeter, right? So to get to this revenue of 2 lakhs rupees a month, right? How much is your ad spend that you're putting on the Meta? Because people might be saying, okay, you must be putting 1 lakh rupees and making 2 lakh rupees back. So how is that even a profit? Right? I'm talking about people who are from the outside as well, right? So we have to make them also understand, okay, it's profitable, and superbly profitable. So what is your ad spend right now on a monthly basis, averagely?
I just spend around 800 rupees in a day. So एक हफ्ता ही मैं ad run करती हूँ, honestly. And बाकी मैं देखती भी नहीं हूँ उसको, and the kind of DMs that I convert. And मेरा process prenatal का basically it's a process of pregnancy. They will go on and on and on. They will renew their calendars, right? So the best part about US and the pregnancies there is that they start mostly with their first trimesters. So ये client आपके पास 6 महीने तक है. Hence I don't have to see so much. There will be clients who will start from second trimester or third trimester. Then the efforts are very less, and the amount of money that I spend on DM ads, because I'm doing NRI clients and I'm doing it US, so it is this much with GST, and it's very, very economically for me now to see. When I started as in with 35k in hands, believe you me, it was बनेगा कि नहीं बनेगा, होगा कि नहीं होगा, will I be able to do it or not, with all the doubts, overwhelming butterflies in the stomach, which is very, very normal for anybody to feel that way. Will I be able to do it? You will only be able to do it when you come into the process, when you experience it yourself, that yes, now and once you get that, oh my god, the kind of confidence that it starts building is brilliant. Then it's no looking back.
That's so good to hear, Bharti. And I'm like, I'm also getting those goosebumps that okay, how you thought about that. Okay, let me run this business strategically. That okay, I will get into this niche. I understand that okay, people who sign up in the first trimester, they will retain with me for 6 months. That's additional business, and then I will run my ads for 7 days at about 6,000 7,000 rupees. I'm spending in a month for a week, and all those calls generated through that I will try to convert and retain the clients on the previous ads that I have been running. Right? I think that's a very smart way. Yeah.
Sorry to cut you short. The bonus is that when you deliver the program in such a way, maybe with my trainers are doing it or I am doing it, okay? The bonus is that the word of mouth then starts spreading and the other clients also join in with their reference. So it's all win-win. You authentically give help and support them, and then that returns you with a huge revenue that even you haven't thought of. So hence I'm just doing it at a very lower pace, and this is giving me immense returns.
That's brilliant, Bharti. Now I won't take a lot of your time because I know you are a family first women, managing everything all by yourself. But last question from your side as a conclusion would be, what would your advice be to any other women like who's trying to build her online business, or any other guy who's stuck in the offline space and trying to go online but just scared to take that first step? Perhaps they don't have that kind of money, they don't want to put their savings down the line, right? So what is your advice? And you can be absolutely candid about that, like you have been so far.
Yes. To all the people who want to join TeachUX, I have, with the previous webinar that we did, I assumed that there were people who were with the age group of late 20s, mid 30s. Understand everyone that you have a lot of energy in your body. Okay, don't waste it. Create business authentically in a way to help and support others genuinely. Okay, because challenges are part of your growth, and you grow through what you do.
That's brilliant. That's such a nice thing to say, because obviously if you are doing good stuff, then you get some karma, and it automatically grows in itself, right? As opposed to not being smart about it and just trying to doing it just for the money.
So give more than you receive.
Yeah.
With that mindset in mind when you work. And I am 42 today, and the kind of efforts I am putting in, मैं सारी जान लगा देती हूँ अपनी. Sometimes I feel overwhelmed, exhausted, but this does not take a toll on my emotional health, because I am doing things for myself. I'm not doing it for my employer, who's going to be paying me a peanut, like so much.
Yeah.
Despite giving so much efforts in that thing. If you are working for somebody, you are making them rich. But if you're working for your own self, with a team, with who's working with you, I think you're making yourself rich.
Amazing, Bharti. So what's the goal for the next coming months and 2026? How are you looking at it? You are already at like your all-time high, 2 lakh rupees a month. So how is the next year looking, and what's your next goal?
Honestly, to reach women across the world in the best way that I can, again with the mindset of helping them witness the beautiful, joyful pregnancy. That in mind, and yes, I'm money minded, so I'm looking at a growth of 5 to 8 lakhs per month. Very clearly, I'm mentioning this. I am somebody who will. When I could think of making 2 lakhs, this was there. I'm a person who manifests a lot, does journaling. So it's there. I'd mentioned that I'm making 1 lakh efficiently, authentically, consistently. I have mentioned this, and I can literally show you all. So now my next goal is 5 lakhs, and then my next will be 8 lakhs, and then my next will be 10 lakhs. I want to see it, and if it is there here, then it is there in front of me.
Amazing, and I can assure you that you're gonna be reaching there sooner than you think. And we are extremely proud of you and blessed to have such inspiring people inside this community joining this program, because without you guys, this program is nothing. Because every program is backed by the success stories, and you are taking out your time and with this full enthusiasm at almost 8:48 that PM right now. I think it really means a lot for us, and we are super grateful that you came along and you thrived with what you have achieved with your business.
Thank you so much for having me here. I would give the entire credit to you and your entire team that you have built, Akshay, because it is brilliant. They are beautiful in every aspect. Every aspect, I must say, because right from the beginning, everyone is so clearly in my mind. The way they speak with you, the way they approach you, the way that they teach you and help you grow. So you guys are absolutely authentic, I would say, and helping people literally witness their dreams. You can say that, I help people say that my dreams come true.
You're very kind, Bharti, and appreciate your support, and I'm sure with your business thriving even more, we would be even more prouder, and give us the meaning of building this business to the next height that we want to on Good Karma.
I'm manifesting that next you'll call me to say that, Bharti, how do you feel from 2 lakhs to 5 lakhs per month? I'm
For sure.
waiting. I'll do that. Yeah, I'll tell you. Now that I have your contact, I'll tell you, Akshay, right?
I'm looking forward to that. I'm putting a a timeline of at least in 6 to 8 months. I'm seeing you do that.
I'll message you then.
Perfect. Thanks a lot, Bharti, for taking out the time, and it was amazing having this conversation with you today.
Thank you so much for having me here. And before we end the call, I just want to wish you a very happy Ganesh Chaturthi. May Lord Ganpati just shower his blessings upon us with respect to health, wealth, happiness, and huge success to everyone.
Thank you so much, Bharti, and wish you the same and happy Ganesh Chaturthi. Did you are from Nashik, right? So you must be also celebrating. You have the Ganpati celebration at your home?
Yes, we keep it for 5 days, and hence I was a bit skeptical because everyone around, my entire room is closed क्योंकि सब जगह शोर चल रहा है, गाने चल रहे हैं, आरती चल रही है. मैंने कहा कहीं कॉल में डिस्टर्ब ना हो जाए, but thankfully सब कुछ हो गया है अच्छे से, and गणपति बाप्पा is with us, so उन्होंने एकदम आराम से होने दिया सब कुछ.
Awesome. Thanks a lot, Bharti, for taking out the time. It's even more special that you did it at this time and at this